We're putting out also satellite images there on your screens that we've just picked up of what's happening right now on the ground. And as we beam these images for you, I'll explain those to you in just a bit. For the moment, I also want to focus on what's happening right now with regards to Kyiv, the capital, where you're seeing one Indian student has been shot at. He's been hospitalized. Gaurav, do we know exactly where in Kyiv this has happened?
Not yet. We're trying to seek this information. We're trying to get more information. This happened a couple of days ago, and a couple of days ago is when all the students were trying to flee this area. If it's a local student from the Kyiv Medical University, then there is one road where there is a major garrison of the Ukrainian army, and they are extremely sensitive about any civilian crossing that area. That is the area where, when we were accompanying a group of students, we too were frisk checked, a gun put to my camera colleague Pawan Kumar's head, where they. But we do not know whether this is the same locality, but that is the area that most students take in Kyiv when they get to the railway station, the central railway station, which incidentally again day before yesterday was targeted by the Russian artillery. But we still will wait. It's 6 in the morning, so when later in the day we should be able to glean some more information, Akshita.
Coming across to you, Gaurav, for that information. Very unfortunate. We are going to, of course, be getting you the latest updates on the condition of that student. Our prayers, of course, the entire nation will be praying for the student's speedy recovery. But the government earlier confirming that one student has been shot at in Kyiv and has been hospitalized. I want to take you through the images you see on your screens right now. These are satellite images that we've just picked up. Remember that we've been talking about this massive 64-kilometer long convoy headed towards the capital of Kyiv. These are the latest images. This entire road you see lined up with the military convoy of Russia. This goes on for 64 kilometers. And while you see them, it almost looks like they're parked on the side of the road. You can see that the road is clear with a few trucks here and there, but largely they're parked all along the sides of the road. Now, if you look at what kind of a convoy this is, it's got armored trucks. There are, in fact, a lot of trucks with supplies, artillery units, all of those are part of this particular convoy. You can see it going all along the road. In some cases, there is a distance. We're not sure yet if these vehicles are moving. But what's very clear, and you see this entire stretch going right up till there, this is very close to Kyiv. They're very close to a bridge that you see there as well. But as we're getting you these pictures, and it's dizzyingly long because it goes on for 64 kilometers, you can see that there are a number of trucks along this entire road. It almost looks like they're parked on the side, but you can see that they're, in some cases, there's a longer distance between them. So some of them seem to be swerving into the road. Not sure, again, if they're stationed there or if they're moving forward. Ankit Kumar is joining us. He's been tracking all of these satellite images live for us to get us a sense of what kind of troop movement we're witnessing close to Kyiv. Ankit, good morning. We're beaming, of course, the latest satellite images. 64-kilometer long convoy, but looks to me, and Ankit, you can correct me if I'm wrong there, like it hasn't moved from the last time we saw this convoy.
Well, what we know from intelligence reports from US and UK is that for past 2 to 3 days, this convoy has not been moving much. But what we are showing on our screens today is perhaps not only in India, but it's a history for world television as well. We are showing a precision 3D model of satellite images that covers 1,400 square kilometers of imagery of 2D satellite imaging. What it means is that the distance that you see actually on your screen is exactly what you see in the real world. It's a 3D rendering of a 2-dimensional satellite images. What it does is now covers the entirety of the 40-mile long convoy. There were a lot of doubts in international media that especially from the Russian side, that the convoy is not that long. Now, for the first time, we are showing the entirety of the 64-kilometer long military column that is now preparing, or at least has been trying to seize the capital city of Kyiv. Now, we have already showed elements of this column, the armored vehicles, the artillery that are part of this military column. But now what we are showing is the complete extent of its size and its length that is now distributed along the stretch of an area near Kyiv, and that goes as far as in the north near the Belarus border.
Ankit, as we're putting out these images that you've also told us, that it shows the entire convoy. This is a world exclusive here on India Today. You can see the clearest images yet of the convoy. Almost looks to me, Ankit, like in many parts, they're parked on the sides of the road. They're waiting perhaps for some orders.
Well, that's what the Western intelligence agencies have been speculating for past 2 days. There are multiple reasons that could driving this stall, if you will, of this convoy. First reason is that maybe the column is waiting for the fight in other areas to get over so that they can get more stronger. Yesterday we saw visuals of more missiles coming in from Belarus side that might join this column later in the day. Second, we have heard reports of lack of supply of fuel and food. The Russian convoy has also faced logistics difficulties in terms of poor components. What we had reported yesterday was there was a lot of made in China components that was essentially part of the Russian convoys. They were facing a lot of difficulties moving through Ukraine. This might also be a calculated risk by Kremlin. Maybe they want the citizens of Kyiv to face this convoy. They might want to put a picture in front of the international community that they have time. They have given enough time to the civilians in the capital city so that they can leave. Yesterday, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that they have given a safe corridor. So maybe they are trying to put a picture that enough time is being given for the civilians of capital city to leave so that before they go for the final assault. So all those reasons are possible. We do not know what exactly is causing this stall, but what we are showing is the actual ground situation that stays at least 30 kilometers from the capital of Ukraine.
Ankit, just one final question to you. 2-3 days back is when we reported on this long 64-kilometer convoy. Since then, have there been more vehicles that have, gathered there? Has that convoy become longer? Are there more vehicles that have been brought together by Russia?
No, we rely on satellite imagery for that. Unfortunately, what has happened is because of the poor weather conditions and cloud coverage, it has not been possible to access high-resolution satellite imagery. And that's why we cannot tell for sure what has happened. According to what we have learned through the intelligence briefing from US and UK, the support continues to come from the Belarus border, but we do not have independent confirmation on that.
Okay, understandable. Thanks, Ankit, for joining us with those details. Ankit has been, of course, getting us through the last many days, through our coverage. All of these images and these satellite images are crucial for us to really understand what is Russia's game plan here. What is their next step? Who are they going to attack next? And what you see on your screens is this mammoth Russian military convoy right at the doorsteps of the capital of Kyiv. The question is, are they moving towards the capital or are they stationary there? And there's been endless speculation on what they're waiting for. Is it a command, a go-ahead from Putin? Are they waiting for more vehicles to join them? Are they waiting for more reinforcements? Are they perhaps waiting for supplies? Well, we maybe know in the days to come. I'm slipping into a very short break here on India Today as we put out those exclusive 3D satellite images of the massive Russian military convoy. On the other side, I'm also going to be focusing and getting you all the updates on what's happening in Europe's largest nuclear power plant. Has it been secured, or is there still that risk of a radiation leak? We'll tell you in just a bit.